It's a little bit loud here. Doing the post-fight interview right now. Look, some of the fans here don't like the decision. So split decision win real quick for Estrada, which I'm good with. I personally thought 115, 113 for Estrada is fine. But the 117, 111 scorecard, guys, that's 9 rounds to 3 for Estrada. What judge, can you find out what judge had it? Go to BoxRec. Go to BoxRec, log in and find the scores. I'm trying to find out, guys, what judge it was that had this fight 117, 111, because that's not a good scorecard. Log in with my name. Yeah, I see a couple of you guys. Hamed had a draw. Guys, I wouldn't call this a robbery. I'm good with 115, 113 Estrada. I am. I'm good with that. Or a draw, or 115, 113 Chocolatito, but 117, 111 for okay, it was Sucre. Mark, Unrivaled Boxing Talk says, Sucre, was there a judge, Sucre? Montero? Sorry, guys, my wife's here. I'm having her log in to find out who had that for 9 rounds to 3. 9 rounds to 3 for Estrada is just a bad score. That's a bad score. Try my mic, 1979. But anyway, I think, look, 115, 113 Estrada is fine. That's fine. But it could go either way, 115, 113 or a draw. 117, 111 is a bad score. I will tell you, you guys here behind me, there's people booing. There's Mexican-American fans booing the scorecard. So a lot of people did like the 117, 111. I hated that scorecard. But, hold up. Will you log into my email? Because they just emailed me the CompuBox. I'm gonna give you guys the CompuBox here. I'm using my phone to do this. My wife is gonna log into my email. They just emailed me the CompuBox, so I'll give you guys the CompuBox. Log into my email. But look, here's the thing, guys. Here's the silver lining, okay? We're gonna get a rubber match later this year. You're gonna get the third fight. Now, what I can't tell you right now is if it's gonna be right back here in Texas or if they go to California. It really depends on Gavin Newsom's stupid ass and what he wants to do in California. I will say this much. As far as ticket sales, this fight underperformed. All right. Let me give you guys real quick CompuBox. I hope you can hear me. According to CompuBox, I know some of you guys hate CompuBox, but according to CompuBox, Chocolatito landed 391 out of 1,317 punches for 30%. Estrada landed 314 of 1,212 punches for 26%. So according to CompuBox, Gonzalez Chocolatito won this fight. So I can see why a lot of you guys are pissed off. I will say this though. Chocolatito only landed 39 jabs, Estrada only 17. This was a power punch fight. Chocolatito landed 352 power punches, 31 to the body. Estrada landed 297 power punches, 87 to the body. So Estrada won the battle of body punching. Chocolatito edged it in jabs and power punching. So all things considered, when you go by punch numbers, I can see why a lot of you guys had this for Chocolatito. CJ Doug with the super chat, thank you so much. He says, Texas, Oklahoma panhandle judges are horrible. Juan Francisco Estrada had the look of a defeated man. Do not run that back in Texas. Safe travels back to ATL. Thank you so much, CJ. Yeah, dude, look, I talked to a couple commission people here and a couple people in the know. They want to run this back in California. I was going to just mention it a minute ago. They wanted to do this fight originally in California, but because of Gavin Newsom's dumbass, they couldn't do it out there. Ticket sales for this fight were not very good. It's kind of a shame. There's maybe 4,000 fans here tonight, if that. I don't know what the announced crowd was. There's maybe 4,000. Oh, I'm surprised at how many fans are pissed off at this reaction. Because this was, sorry about that, guys. I just had a couple phone calls. The crowd, I would say, was 2/3 Estrada, maybe 3/4. When you look at the flags, the Mexican to Nicaraguan flags, there was a lot of Estrada people here. But they were honest fans that didn't like the decision. I really, really hope the third fight is at Dignity Health Sports Complex, whatever the hell they call it, later this year. That's where this fight belongs, and it will do a better crowd. There was maybe 4,000 fans here tonight. I think these fighters deserve more than that. Real quick on the undercard. I told you guys the Japanese kid would knock out the Mexican kid. Nobody was surprised at that. The junior flyweight fight. And Jessica McCaskill beat Cecilia Brækhus. No surprise in that. Cecilia Brækhus just not throw enough punches. She's past her prime. She needs to hang them up and retire. First belt Hall of Famer. She's got my vote. This is Jessica McCaskill's time. However, I will say, I wouldn't call her an elite level fighter, not based on her performance tonight. She did what she had to do, but is she up there with the boxing skills of Katie Taylor and even Clarissa Shields? No, she's not. Deed 3440 with the super chat says Estrada abandoned the left hook in the last half. I'm with you. In the last half of this fight, the second half of the fight, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Chocolatito started landing big punches. He didn't throw. I'm surprised at the CompuBox numbers because it didn't look like Chocolatito was throwing that much. But Chocolatito's punches were accurate. They were sharp. Beautiful balance, man. Just beautiful balance tonight. And that's the last few rounds of this fight. Estrada looked not beat up, but a little bit weary. Just a little bit weary. And I don't know, guys. This was great two-way action. I would have been good with the draw. I could do 115, 113 either way. That 117, 111 scorecard was absolute dog shit. Awful, awful, awful. I'll talk about it on my show, The Neutral Corner, this Monday. I might have a special guest on this Monday. We will see. But Carter Slade said the ref was crooked against Brækhus. I don't know. Look, I thought McCaskill beat Brækhus just because of her activity. Brækhus, she didn't punch enough. Tom Laughlin was down there. He said hi to me earlier. And I told him straight up, dude, Brækhus needs to punch more. She just didn't punch enough. But, by the way, I'm sorry about the... All right, real quick. Hamed says, Brækhus won more than one round, 3-4. I agree with that. Yeah, the score, look, good point. I forgot about that, so thank you for keeping me honest. The scorecards for that female fight, too wide, way too wide. So the scorecards weren't the best. This commission, not the most experienced. They're going to get more fights this year, so they got to catch up, all right? But I do think the right woman won with the Brækhus McCaskill fight. McCaskill won that fight. This fight, again, I'll say it for the 800th time. I'm good with 115, 113 either way. 117, 111, not good, no good. But silver lining, we had an amazing fight. And we're going to get a rubber match, the third fight, later this year. My hope is that we get it. If it does come to Texas, it's not here in the... I don't like the basketball arena. Mark Cuban runs this, and he's too crazy with this shit right here. I want that at the football stadium with Jerry Jones, where he'll have it, a real fight fan atmosphere. He gets boxing. He's a real boxing guy. That's where this fight belongs. Or you do it in California at whatever the hell it's called, Dignity Health Sports Complex. Do it there, and then it's a good fight. But we will get that fight later this year. I promise you guys, by the end of this year. In fact, I'll kid up some of the promoters in relation to this fight tonight, or this week, and I'll find out, hey, what's the plan? What do you guys want to do? Because I think a third fight makes too much sense after what we saw. This is fight of the year already, right? Maybe we'll have a fight beat this, but as far as two-way action with high skill level, it doesn't get better than this. So again, one shitty scorecard should not outweigh what we saw. The other two scorecards I'm good with, and the action that we saw was great. The ref didn't have to get involved. The ref got involved a couple times, a little bit too much, but overall did a pretty good job. We saw a good main event. Some of the scorecards tonight were whack, but it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, get a late dinner, get a couple more drinks. I gotta say this much. I met so many of you guys tonight that came up to me and said hi, shook my hand, took pictures, that were fans of my podcast, and that's so awesome that you guys love what I do and respect what I do, because I work my ass off. I put my heart and soul into this, so thank you very, very much. That means so much to me. It was also awesome to come here as a fan tonight and not have to work and just hang out with you guys and talk boxing and have a couple drinks. So anyway, Neutral Corner, Monday. Make sure you guys check it out. We'll break all this down in detail, all right? I don't have the names, numbers, and all this stats right now with me. I'm just chilling here ringside, or, well, a few rows up. But I'll have all that Monday, all right? So make sure you guys watch the show and call in, and let's chop it up, all right? I'll see you at the fights.